Hello there, Wizard of Arc here. In the fifth and sixth video of this series, we explored the three-note combinations for chords. These were the triads. But what about playing only two notes? Diads. So let's first talk about intervals. What are intervals? Intervals are the distance in pitch between any two notes. When the interval is between two notes on one string, then it makes sense to talk about them in fret numbers. But once you are more than one string, the frets don't line up at pitch exactly as they do on a single string. So instead of a fret, we'll use the term semitone, which is 1/12 of the division of the octave. On a single string, a fret is a semitone. So if you go up a fret, plus one semitone, down a fret, minus one semitone. Now, in standard tuning, the formula for calculating the interval has a quirk when you go between strings, because between the G and the B string, it's tuned differently than the rest of strings. So if you're going to go up a higher string, but staying on the same fret, you're going to add 5 semitones, unless you're going from B to, or from G to B. And going a string lower, but staying on the same fret, is subtracting 5 semitones, unless you're going from B to G, and in that case, you're subtracting 4 semitones. So to summarize, up a fret, 1 semitone, plus 1 semitone. Down a fret, minus 1 semitone. Up a string, plus 5 semitones, unless you're on the warp, and that's plus 4 semitones. Down a string, that's minus 5 semitones, unless you're on the warp, then it's minus 4 semitones. So I'm going to go through systematically all the interval, all the diads possible. Because there's a lot of them, and there'll be a lot of talking, I'm going to just present this as a visual piece along with some music that is playing the intervals. So a bit of an avant-garde piece of music that you can see the intervals as little dots on the grids and hear the music. This was in standard tuning. If you would like to see this in another tuning, please let me know in the comments what tuning you would like me to show the diode breakdown for. I hope you found this useful. If so, please like, subscribe, click the bell, and let me know what you think in the comments. Slan! Magic pages.